Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kari and today I will talk about all the books that I bought in 2022. As you already know, my book hauls tend to be very short because I don't buy a lot of books. But if you want to watch my other book hauls, I will leave the playlist here and in the description below. Today I will talk about all the books that I bought in 2022. And it's not a lot, I have to say. I will divide the video in the ebooks and the physical books. And also this is in the order in which I bought them. Also, I have a very special thing to show you that it is related to books, but it's not a book specifically. And that is my new Kindle. I finally got a Kindle. Truly, it is what everyone says it is. But I will talk more in detail about it and show you the unboxing in that part of the video. I will leave the timestamp. If you enjoy this type of content, please subscribe to the channel. I upload videos about movies, TV shows, and books. And now let's start. So the first physical book that I've got is from one of my favorite series, and I'm just really excited that I own this book. And this is The Bad Beginning by Lemony Snicket, that is from a series of unfortunate events. So the story behind how I got this book is very funny. I was working in a summer camp and I wanted to read something to my campers. I didn't have any books because I didn't bring any with me. So I went to Goodwill. And I was hoping to get this book specifically. This is the only one that I was thinking of, and I got it. I mean, what were the odds? I got it and it was $2 and it is perfect in my opinion. Of course, it looks old. The pages look a little bit old. Well, maybe you cannot see it as well in the video as in real life, but in my opinion, it's perfect. It's just what I needed and I love it. This is one of my favorite series and I've talked about it before in another video, I'm sure. It is very sarcastic and fun, but also a little bit dark, I have to admit. It's not for everyone, including kids, not for every kid, but if you enjoy it, it's gonna be amazing. I do want to have all the series in physical format, but I don't know when that will happen. For now, I just have the first one and I'm so happy for how I got it. Then the next book, I also bought it there during my summer camp stay, and this I bought in Barnes & Noble. This is also a very big event for me because I always wanted to buy a book in Barnes & Noble and this was it. This is Talk Everlasting by Natalie Babbitt. This book, I already have a review about it because I read the audiobook and I have it on my Growp, so I will leave the link of that video here and in the description below. This is just a very introspective book about life and eternal life and what it really gives meaning to life. It's very deep, but at the same time it's very short. This was like $10, so it's like a very big comparison between them. But of course this is brand new and from Barnes & Noble. This is how you see the chapters. It's just really beautiful. This chapter is very short, as you can see, and I just love it. I'm going to reread it. That's why I bought it, because it really impacted me. It was a very beautiful story and I do recommend it. If you want more details about the story, you can watch my review in that other video. The next book is one of my favorite books too, and one that I've also read and I've also recommended. That's why I'm not giving like a lot of explanations about what these books are about, because they are very well known. And this is Peter Pan. This is a copy in Spanish, so it's called Peter Pan y Wendy. And it is from the original story of Peter Pan. I love the cover. This is why I bought it. Before, I didn't have any copy of Peter Pan. I bought 2 ebooks, one in English, one in Spanish, and that's how I read Peter Pan for the first time. I also have a video recommending Peter Pan because it's one of my favorite stories ever. And now that I reread it recently, I think it is one of my favorite stories. I bought this and it was so cheap on Amazon, like so incredibly cheap, and it's one of the editions that I've been wanting. There was a hardcover and this paperback, but I love paperback more than hardcover, to be honest. And one sad thing that happened with this book is that I was reading in bed before I fell asleep, and I fell asleep and the book was there, and I realized that until the morning and it got damaged. I thought I would show you too because it is a tragedy. Just like less than a month before I bought it, it got damaged. But anyway, this is one of my favorite books. I also recommend it a lot. This cover is incredible, and I think everyone should read Peter Pan for sure. Now, the last physical book that I have, it is quite peculiar. So this is like a special edition from Disney movies that they made books, and they are tiny. This is from The Lion King. This was the first one, and you can actually collect all of them. So I will open it now because I was waiting for this video to actually get the book. I don't know if I'm going to collect all the books. I don't think I will. But The Lion King is one of my favorite movies, so I thought I would get it. Look at this. This is so tiny. It's so beautiful. So you can read the complete story here. It is just so gorgeous. Oh my god, look at that. Look at this, it is amazing. It even has this little bookmark thing, and it comes with this, so you can put the book here. As I said, I don't know if I'm going to buy more from this, and I know it's not specifically a book because it is from a movie, but I still wanted to show you because it makes me really happy. So now let's go to the ebook section. The first ebook that I bought is also from a book that I already read, and it is A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. That book is an essential for me now, and I'm rereading it on audiobook this December because I think it is amazing. It's just so great. It makes you reflect a lot. It's very well written. It is a classic for a reason, and I think it's even more special if you read it during the holidays. Then I also bought a classic, Les Miserables. I haven't read that, and I've only watched the musical. That's why I want to read it, but I think I'm gonna cry a lot, so that's why I haven't done it. With the movie, I cry a lot, and I think the book would be more introspective and go more in depth with the characters and how they suffer, so I think that's why I've been avoiding it. But now I do have it on ebook, so whenever I'm ready, I will pick it up. Then I also bought another classic, which is Tarzan of the Apes. It's the story of Tarzan. Also, I've watched the Disney movie, which I don't think that it's very faithful to the source material. I don't know. I actually don't know a lot about this book. I just know that it's about Tarzan, and I just want to know the original story. I got the Elfstones of Shannara, and if you have watched my videos, especially my reading wrap-ups, you know that I had an issue with the first book. I didn't finish it, but I watched the TV show, and the TV show is based on the second season, so I decided to get the second book and give it a chance again because I really liked the narration, and I really liked the writer, and I really liked the idea of the story, so I really want to get into this world, but I don't think I will. So I will try to read the Elfstones of Shannara and see if I like it. Hopefully I do. If I do, I will continue with the third book in that first trilogy, and if I don't, it's only gonna be like that book that I will read ever. This story follows a different generation on each book. So the first one is the father, then the second one is the son, which I already know, the character from the TV show, which is Will. And then the third one is about Will's children. So it goes one generation after another on each book. It is an interesting fantasy story, so that's why I want to continue with this. And hopefully I like it. Then I bought Son of a Witch, which is the second book in Wicked. I bought it because my plans are to reread Wicked and then read Son of a Witch. I don't know if I will finish that specific book series because there's 4 books, and the only ones that seem very interesting to me are the first one, which is Wicked, of course, that I already read, and Son of a Witch, which is the second one. And I don't know if the plot of this is a spoiler. The same title, I think it is a spoiler. Kind of. If you know Wicked and you loved it and you didn't know that it was a series, I recommend you to follow up and let's discover together if this second book is great. Then I bought Wicked because originally I do have Wicked on physical format in Spanish, but I wanted to read it in its original language, which is English, so that's why I got it on ebook too, and that's how I'm reading it right now. Wicked is the story of the Wicked Witch of the West from The Wizard of Oz, and this is a reimagination of the world of Oz, of the society and the life of the witch, which is Elphaba. I love Elphaba with all my heart. I just think she's a very interesting character and I loved her story. The book is divided in different parts and each is very interesting and it tells like a specific important part on Elphaba's life. It's just really great. It inspired the musical Wicked and it is a great adult fantasy story that I just cannot recommend enough. I really love it. I will make a review later when I finish reading it, but for now I just wanted to tell you it is amazing. And the last book I bought it actually yesterday, and that is The Nutcracker and the Mouse King. And that's also because I want to read it for these holidays. Just like A Christmas Carol, The Nutcracker gives me just holiday vibes, and that's why I want to read it now. It is a very short story, so I want to read it either on December 24th, 25th, or 26th, like all around Christmas, and to make it very special. I just want the full experience with that book, and hopefully it's good. Now it's time to talk about the Kindle. I got it right here. This has the cover of Wicked because it's the book that I'm currently reading. You can change that in the settings. Getting the Kindle in my head was going to help me to not buy more physical books. I want to have more ebooks. I want to have a digital library that is big and great. I do have a lot of classics that I haven't read right here, and I just want to have like many options on my Kindle. I've been reading on it since like a month ago, and I've only charged it once. It is everything that people say it is. Like, you should get a Kindle if you have been thinking about it, because I thought about it for 2 years probably, and I didn't get it until now, and I'm so glad. Of course, it has no colors, which is the thing that worried me the most at first, but you don't really need them. Now I'm on page 82 of Wicked, and as you can see, I underlined this, and it's just so easy. You can see the chapters right there. You can go down. If you don't know one word, you just select it, and it will show you the meaning right here, and it will show you a translation of another language that you want. The size is a little bit big, I have to admit, but still I think it is an amazing investment. It's not that big of an investment anyway, but it is worth it. I just love it. Later on, I will make a video all about my Kindle collection or my ebook collection, so stay tuned for that because it's gonna be great. I will talk about all the ebooks that I own. And that is it for this book haul. As you can see, there are not many books, especially physical books, but this is it. This is what I do. This is all I buy in a year. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, share it with friends. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more content about movies, TV shows, and books. You can click here to subscribe, and you can watch more of my videos right here. I hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.